This dribble move gets an ankle breaker literally every single time, which means it always gives me enough space to green from half court. And I'm doing this on my first ever build on NBA 2K24. Imagine what I could do if I made a rebirth build. This 6'8" demigod rebirth build gets a 90 driving dunk, which means it unlocks silver posterizer and the ability to get contact dunks, gets an 85 ball handling rating, which means it gets gold ankle breaker, and gets access to all the best dribble moves and speed boosts in the entire game, gets a 93 perimeter defense, which means it gets gold clamps as well as every other defensive badge on Gold or Hall of Fame, gets an 87 block rating, which means you get silver anchor and can stop centers in the paint on a point guard build, and on top of all that gets a maxed out acceleration so you're torching everybody. This 6'8" rebirth build is going to change NBA 2K24. What's up, Simply Squad? It's your boy Demigod Rebirth grinding, and I need y'all to drop a like right now, because if this video gets 3,000 likes, not only will I drop the best dribble moves in the game that literally guarantee an ankle breaker every single possession, if enough of y'all show love on that video, I'll also drop my jump shot that literally has me greening contested from half court on day 1 of NBA 2K24. I'm telling you right now, make sure you're subbed with notifications on, because you're not gonna want to miss any of that. I'm finna turn every single one of y'all's players into demigod. Now what y'all are witnessing on your screen right now is my 6'6" demigod ISO build, absolutely torching everybody in the park. I told y'all, all I need is one day to figure everything out and I would start going absolutely crazy. Now y'all, let me ask you something. This is how I look hooping on my day 1 build. A build I made with no prior knowledge of animation requirements, dribble moves, nothing. So how crazy do you think a build that I make when I do know these things is gonna go? Because me personally, I think this 6'8" demigod rebirth build is going to change NBA 2K24 forever. And I think y'all will agree when you see its stats. Let's get into this. Oh, and by the way, the 6'6" ISO build video that I dropped yesterday fixed all the mistakes that I made on my build. So don't worry, you're making a goated build there too. Alright y'all, here we go. And again, my fault about my player name. I think Julia figured out that we just about to hit 800k and she's been going crazy. But I'm not gonna lie, y'all should probably listen to her. Now for this build, the height we're gonna go is obviously 6'8". And to y'all's surprise, the weight we're actually gonna go on this build is lowest weight, which is 185 pounds. Now I know what you're thinking. Grinding, what about strain? Don't worry, I got y'all. Just trust me on this. It'll all make sense when you see the build. And the wingspan we're gonna go is a massive 7'5" wingspan, which makes your defense even more insane, by the way. And I'm not gonna lie, speaking of defense, we're gonna do this build a little different. We're gonna start with the defense this time. Too many of my builds have been offensive oriented this past week. This build finna make up for that. So for our perimeter defense, we are gonna go a massive 93 rating, which you can't see right now, but it's gonna give us gold clamps, gold ankle braces, gold challenger, gold fast feet, and a ton of other badges. Just wait and see, bro. I'm telling y'all, this build is insane. The next thing we're gonna upgrade is our steal to an 85. Nothing crazy about this. It's just the threshold to get silver glove, silver interceptor, and silver right stick gripper. Now an attribute that's gonna be crazy high for a point guard build is our block, which is going to be an 87 block rating, which is gonna give us silver anchor once we finish off the build. Once again, y'all, we are a 6'8" point guard build, and we're gonna be able to stop centers in the paint. I know my defensive minded players are geeking right now. I told y'all I got you. And to get silver anchor, we're also gonna make our interior defense a 72. And that's gonna finish off our defense for right now. The badges don't look crazy because we have to upgrade other things to upgrade these badges, but when I hover over this at the end of the video, you're gonna see a night and day difference. It's literally gonna be all gold and Hall of Fame badges. Now the next thing we're gonna upgrade is our ball handling to an 85. You think I was just gonna let offense be mid? The best way to describe this build is a two-way demigod ISO build. You can be your very own lockdown defender and you can cook up any lockdown defender. The literal definition of a two-way threat. Now that we upgraded our ball handle, we're also gonna make our speed with ball a 75 as well as our pass accuracy a 75. 75. And I said this in my 6'6" ISO build video. I can hear the comments right now. Grinding 75 pass accuracy on a point guard build? Once again, y'all, I have been playing the game. I have not noticed a single difference between a 75 pass accuracy and an 80 pass accuracy. Plus, on top of that, there's never a time where my teammate's wide open and I press A or their icon and the pass gets there slow. It just never happens. The pass is always there on time. So I think that 75 pass accuracy is the sweet spot. I'm telling y'all, if I believe that I made a mistake, I would tell y'all right now to fix that mistake. Just like I did in my 6'6" ISO build video when I told y'all instead of going to 78.3, either go with 79 or an 80 because those unlock the best jump shots. I would tell y'all the same thing here if I believed it to be true, but 75 pass accuracy will do everything you need, I promise you. Now that's all for playmaking. For our 3-point shot, we are going to go a 79 3-point rating. It is the max 3-point rating we can get with a 7'5" wingspan. If y'all want, you can go down to 7'4" wingspan and get an 80. Now the difference between a 78, 79, and 83-point rating is pretty huge this year. So I'm telling y'all right now, think about this decision. With a 78, you can get barely any good jump shots. I found one goated jump shot at 78 overall rating, which I'm gonna drop tonight if y'all show enough love on this video. But other than that, all the other jump shots were trash. With a 79, you get a bunch more releases unlocked, which is why I decided to go 79 on this build. I already have a jump shot that I want to put on with a 79 rating, which I will probably let y'all know down the line once I get some clips with it. And then obviously at 80 overall 3-point rating, you unlock even more jump shot animation. Now the question isn't can you green with this rating. In the intro clip, I had a 78 3-point rating in all those clips. I promise you, 78 3-point rating is what my 6'6" ISO build has. Even though I recommended y'all to go in 80, I messed up and went 78. And I green perfectly fine with a 78 3-point rating. Greening is super easy in this game once you find a jump shot that you like. So yeah, y'all, that's a major decision with this build. 78, 79, or 33-point rating. I do not recommend going 78 at all. I would at least go 79 or higher. Next, we're gonna do our finishing. Our driving dunk on this build is actually going to be an 89 instead of a 90. And the reason for that, I'll explain at the end of the build, because you're gonna see what we get instead of a 90 driving dunk, which would give us gold precision dunker. I sacrifice gold precision dunker because 1, I can time my dunk ratings perfectly fine, and 2, what we get in return is just much more valuable. Again, y'all can audible this and be like, no, I want gold precision dunker and make a 90 driving dunk, but you're gonna have to sacrifice what I talk about at the end. So we'll get into that and I'll tell y'all the positives and the negatives of doing what you're trying to do. Other than that, we're gonna bring down a driving layup to a 69 and our close shot to a 49 to get the most possible attribute upgrades possible without going down on our driving dunk. And lastly, for finishing, we're gonna bring our standing dunk down to a 34 for the same exact reason. And don't worry, y'all, we're gonna get silver posterizer. It's just because we haven't upgraded our physicals yet, which we're about to do right now. Now, this is my favorite part that I love about this 6'8" build. Because we went lowest weight, we get a 79 acceleration and an 81 speed, which if y'all don't know is the threshold for silver speed booster. But more importantly, 79 acceleration is way higher than the acceleration you would get if you max out your strength. But don't worry, we're still gonna upgrade our strength, and I'm gonna show y'all exactly why. We are going to upgrade our strength to an exact rating of 55. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You are upgrading your strength to a 55 to get gold clamps. You did not just invest this much into a 93 perimeter defense to not get gold clamps. Put your strength on 55. Like I said at Community Day, strength isn't gonna matter other than for the badges that you're trying to get. And I was proven right, because in the gameplay, I have not noticed strength mattering whatsoever other than on post scores, because they are absolutely broken right now, and that is just a gameplay issue, not a strength issue. You do not need strength unless you are going for a particular badge, which is why we're going 55 strength for gold clamps based off of our 93 perimeter defense. And then finally, we're gonna make our vertical a 78 to unlock contact dunk animations that we invested our driving dunk into. We got an 89 driving dunk, we might as well put it to use. Last but not least, we're gonna make our stamina a 99 to get Hall of Fame 94 feet. If y'all don't know, this badge was specifically made for lockdown defenders, and you get it on a Hall of Fame on a 6'8" point guard build with a 7'5" wingspan. Do y'all understand how good your defense is? Because I really don't think you do. Not only do you get the best moves in the game for a 6'8" build, not only do you get a 79 3-point rating, which is more than enough to green from half court and get some of the best jump shots in the game for a 6'8" build. Not only do you get an 89 driving dunk so you can get contact dunks when people try to stop you in the paint, you also get a 93 perimeter defense, which gets you all of these insane badges, Golden Hall of Fame, an 85 steal for all the silver passing lane and ball handling steal badges, an 87 block for silver anchor, silver chase down, and silver pogo stick, and finally a 72 interior defense so you can get those badges. Y'all see why I sacrificed the 90 driving dunk now? If you want a 90 driving dunk, you're gonna have to bring down one of these attributes, and they are perfectly spread out to get the most amount of badges possible and to make your defense absolutely absurd. I love this build, bro. I really love this build. I cannot wait to start grinding out this build. This is going to be my main twos build, by the way. So when y'all see a 6'8" LeBron James-esque build absolutely dominating everybody in the twos court, just know it was me, because my defense is gonna be absurd. No one's gonna score on me. And as y'all saw in the intro, I have a glitchy behind the back that gets ankle breakers every single possession that I'm gonna cheese all the way until they patch it. I ain't gonna lie to you, they're definitely gonna patch that eventually because it is super broken, and once people catch on, it is gonna be a problem. And speaking of ankle breakers, you also get ankle breaker on gold, which is the highest any tall build can get. The absolute tallest build that can get Hall of Fame ankle breaker is a 6'6". Now y'all, I'm just sitting here thinking I've been dominating on my 6'6", and on the twos, it's not even supposed to be a twos build. It's kind of small for a twos build, and it has pretty good defense, but nothing like this, bro. This is superb defense, amazing playmaking, great shooting for how the game is played, and great finishing for what I'm trying to do. And I don't even gotta mention the physicals because, bro, this is insane to get on a 6'8". I don't think you understand how big 6'8" looks in the game. Pause. But 6'8", 7'5" wingspan with an 81 speed, you're gonna be getting chase downs, you're gonna be in lanes, you are going to be a mini lockdown defender for your team. It's gonna be absurd. And to finish off the build, I'm just gonna put up free throw because I'm probably gonna play rec and run 5 out with this build just for fun and to piss people off. And my absolute favorite part, the build name you get on this build is Defensive Menace. People are gonna think that you are a spot up lockdown defender and that's all you can do because your defense is good enough to where they'll believe that. So when you start cooking up, ISOing, and getting ankle breakers just to green from half court in their eye, they are going to be stunned. Let me know in the comments, bro. Did I do it again? Did I make the best rebirth build in the game on day one? I really think I did. Y'all gotta let me know what's the fault in this build, and if you say pass accuracy, I'm gonna smack you. I'm telling you right now, 75 is more than enough. But anyways, y'all, that is pretty much it. I have been absolutely dominating in the small amount of games I've been able to play. I've been strictly editing and recording. I really want to hit 800K. I'm really grinding for it. So if y'all could drop a like and drop a sub and notifications on, support that grind, I'd really appreciate it, because trust me, there's nothing more I want to do than just sit on the game and play for 14 hours a day. Unfortunately, I can't do that right now, but eventually I'm going to sit down and just get all the gameplay in the world so I can keep uploading for you. Dream Moves video coming soon. Jump shot video coming soon. Make sure to sub up for those. Thank y'all so much for watching. I love you all, and as always, keep grinding. Ballin', 2K we never be falling. Rachel she never be calling. Still hitting shots while they steady be taunting. Ballin'.